All right, so today what we're gonna be working on is this, how to make something like this, all right? Now, you don't have to make it at this scale. You certainly can do a lot of different ways to approach this, but I'm gonna show you how to go about doing this. Now, this was made with pink installation foam, all right? You get this at Home Depot, Menards, any hardware store will have it. It'll be pretty cheap. And I like to get what I think it's like the 2.5 inch thick foam, all right? First thing is you want to be thinking about your design. So I'll come over here and I'll show you a couple of different tricks. I'm going to get the brown paper. Get that brown paper. Yep. Give me 1 second. What is going on? All right, I'm going to get some of this. All right, kind of grab a little of this and cut a small section off. Yeah, somebody did something here.
Yeah. That was me.
It's okay. So what we're gonna do is, I think it's just important to try to get a nice clean sheet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get some basic, cut some basic stuff off here. And I'll show you, we're gonna show you a couple different ways you can do this. Chop that guy off, and we'll kind of chop this off. I'm just gonna follow that line. I'm gonna show you a couple of easy tips so that you can get your piece, whatever it is, symmetrical. Then I'll show you some alternative ways of doing this as well. So if you want more of a asymmetrical design, you can do that, all right? So I'm gonna take this paper and I'm gonna fold it like this, all right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut it. And so what I'm left with is this. So if you notice, I've got the crease right here, and then I'm gonna fold it a second time. So if we look at this, we've got paper connected on this side, we've got paper connected on this side, right? So what I'll do is I'll get, I'm gonna probably eyeball this just for you guys to get an idea, but I'm gonna take this and we're just gonna do some measurements like this, all right? Like that. You see what I created there? Okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna cut this. Yeah, kind of like a circle, right?
Yeah, we got a circle.
Got a circle.
Was this?
Now, if I don't like this shape, I can change it. But take a look at this. I'm gonna take this, and now what I'm left with is a very symmetrical shape. Now that's a weird one for a platter, right? So we're not gonna want that. So we're gonna go ahead and fold it again. All right, I'm thinking about fine tuning this like this. Now let's see what we've got. And this is probably too sharp. So we're gonna round that off, okay? So we've kind of got this shape. It's gonna be a little bit better, right?
Can you take that away? Take that away.
All right, now look what I've got. All right, that's a pretty good shape, right? You like that shape? Okay. So once I've done that and I feel pretty good about that, what I'll do is I want to create this sort of raised edge area there. So I'm going to come over, I'm going to use the tar paper. All right, tar paper takes a little bit to cut, and X-Acto knife is the best, but I can go about using this. I like tar paper for creating the outer shape to make it much more simpler when instead of freehanding it out, I have a template that I can put for exactly how big I need my piece to be, okay? Because when we look at this piece of foam, this just measures the inside, but not all that outside space. So I'm gonna take this. Oh, wow. We're gonna, and I'm just gonna go ahead and, okay, maybe a little bit bigger. And then just go ahead and cut this down. Now, I'm clearly not going to need all this. Again, I usually use an X-Acto for this, but I currently don't know where it's at.
Do you want an X-Acto?
Nah, it's okay. All right, so we'll take this. Stretch this out. That's what tar paper looks like. Nice thing about tar paper is it's waterproof. And so you don't have to worry too much about, you can use it over and over and over again. Now I could take this.
No, make your template go horizontal. Then you have less to cut.
But I can't make my sides.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. I mean, it's gonna be the same. So I'm gonna go like this, all right? Now, I can get it to where I get my ruler. Now, if you have a compass, this works out a little bit better. But let's say that we're gonna want, I don't know, 3 inches. I don't think I want it that big. I think I want about 2 inches. So I'm gonna do 2 inches. And I use a pencil with tar paper, 2 inches. 2 inches. Two inches, okay, and so on and so forth. And then I'm just gonna kind of trace that from line to line. I can actually probably even freehand this guy to some degree. And if you want, you could just keep, you know.
Your paper is shifting.
So Lou, is this design just going to be for the rim or also
For the rim, I mean, you mean with the tar paper?
well, whatever I'm following you.
Okay. Well, it all makes sense in a few minutes. I think.
Yeah, you have to keep following.
You just gotta follow along. Nothing makes sense, but just know that if you want to make something like this, that's how you're gonna do this. All right, because it's gonna be 2 parts.
And Lou, if you wanted to make a cover, could you use the same size as that? Or not?
Probably.
Yeah.
Good question. Good question.
Okay. And again, you can be very exact with this. That's probably pretty good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out. follow that pencil mark. I think this is gonna be pretty close. I didn't screw that one up. All right. So this, when I roll out my slab, this is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna roll out a slab, put this down, cut it out, trace it out, and then put this guy in the middle, and then flip it over. Okay, like you guys demonstrated, okay? So there's two parts. There's the foam, and then there's the outside template, all right? So here's how we go about cutting the pink foam. So now that we've kind of gotten the main tar paper part of it, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab this guy. All right. All right, I guess I could. Wow, that's like the same freaking size.
But it's just going over the edge a little bit.
That's crazy. That is
It's your
crazy.
internal compass.
Yeah, right? I mean, I guess, did I actually do the same thing? I just kind of freehanded it. Look at that. You could, yeah, you could. Well, we'll cut it just so you guys can see it. All right, I'll show you how I would do it, but we're very close to whatever I did the last time.
Oh, you're over the edge.
I'm over the edge. Okay, so that's okay. So we'll just do this. I take a Sharpie, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and follow along. All right. Ah. That's really weird. Oop. All right. So when I cut, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut this. Gotta make some room here.
Is it the tar paper template that you need to use to cut the size, or?
No, the
No.
tar paper's for the slab.
That would be too big. You would also include your edge, and you don't want the edge.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a second just to make sure I've got my space pretty free and clear, right? We got a lot of junk here. I will usually wear a respirator during this part of the process. But, you know, since I'm talking, usually pink foam isn't the best for your lungs, but it's okay in this particular case. So I'm gonna kind of use this as a work table. We're gonna move this guy out just a little bit. All right, move that out just a little bit. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some clamps down. This thing will cut like butter. Okay, just wanna make sure we're clear. Just get these clamps.
Oh, wait. This makes it all work. Okay. What are these called? Clamps?
These are called C-clamps. All right, and that clamps us down from moving. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and wear some ear and eye protection. You guys may wanna hold your ears. It's probably okay. You're probably gonna be, huh? Your breath, you're okay. It should be. All right, I'm gonna
It's
put
just
this
one
guy
time.
Oh, you're using a saw.
on. All right, we use a saw.
Is it a saw?
It's a saw. This is a jigsaw.
A jigsaw.
All right.
It's almost like a sewing needle. Does it go up and down?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It is like a sewing needle.
All right. All right, now I'm gonna cut.
Everybody took a break right now. Push this back just a little bit. Make sure we're clear on the bottom. And now I'll go ahead and take some sandpaper and just start to sand these edges down a bit. And that's how I make my template. So this is how you want to envision it. I'm rolling out a slab of clay on the clay mixer, which you guys saw, the slate, whatever that thing is called. The slab roller.
Slab roller. Thanks. Thanks. I should know this. I guess I've been teaching introduction to wheel throwing too much now, right? You roll out your slab, you take this, you take your needle tool, you trace your slab. Is everybody following with me?
Yep.
You get rid of all your excess clay. you take this guy, you position him in the middle of the clay. Okay, so you've got basically what you're looking at. Just envision this is the sleigh clap. Sleigh clap. Really, it's a rough day. Okay, so we're gonna take a board underneath that, right? You got your clay slab, okay? And then this is the clay slab, and you're gonna take this guy and you're gonna put this on here. Remember you saw me how I demoed the other? We're gonna grab this, we're gonna flip this. And then you're just gonna push the clay down. And voila, that's how you do it. All right, does that make sense? That's how you cut out that foam piece. Does it make sense?
But if the clay slab was really there, would that black thing be on top of it? Or underneath it?
Well, I use it to trace,
Oh, you're not
primarily.
gonna use it to help put it down or anything?
Nah, just uses it as a tracer.
Oh, okay.
The nice thing about doing it out of tar paper is you'll always have it. So you guys remember like my metal series in my buildings?
Yes.
I had a lot of templates that I made out of tar paper that I used over and over and over and over again. So I didn't have to constantly reinvent the wheel.
It's a really good idea.
Yeah. Now let me show you one other quick thing. So this is, but you guys understand the process, right? Last time I built that, this time I showed you exactly how to make the foam project. You can also look at this, all right, and think about different types of shapes. Different types of shapes. So we can take this. We're going to fold this, right? Fold it again. And so we can do a variety of different stuff, okay? So again, if we want symmetry here, we can do it this way. Or we can go like this.
I don't think that's gonna work, Lou, because you're cutting on the folded side.
Huh?
You good? Okay.
If you like that. All right. Again, you can take this, you can fold, if you don't like that shape, you can do it again. All right, but anyway, you guys kind of get the idea, right? So anything that you want to do. Okay? Imagine that as a tray.
Yeah.
3 compartments, put some handles on there. That could be pretty beautiful. So if you guys want to make this, you're welcome to use the foam. Probably do most of the cutting upstairs. I think that's a better location for this. Okay, but
You also have
Can we
that.
do this Thursday too? Oh, sorry.
you can do it Thursday. Sure. Okay, does that make sense? You guys want to see any? That's it, right? That's what you guys were looking to see? Okay, that's how you do it.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go. There you go.